Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flow Space 101 Discovery Level Reading. Today, we will read a folktale called The Traveler's Secret Bag. In this story, we will meet a kind boy named Nuri and an old traveler named Soren. Let's read, think, and speak together. Before we read, let's learn 5 new words. Repeat after me. Cottage. A cottage is a small, simple house. Traveler. A traveler is a person who goes from place to place. Generous. Generous means willing to share and help others. Secret. A secret is something hidden or special. Poor. Poor means to flow out in a steady stream. Now let's try the blanks together. Let's begin the story. Long ago, a boy named Nuri lived in a little cottage beside the pine woods. His clothes were patched and his supper was small. Still, Nuri had a warm heart. He always tried to help others. Think about Nuri. Is he rich? No. Is he kind? Yes, he is. One chilly evening, an old traveler named Soren knocked at the door. He said, "Please help me. I have walked all day and I am very hungry." Nuri shared his last barley cake and a cup of water. Soren smiled at Nuri's generous heart. Nuri did not have much, but he shared what he had. That is true kindness. To thank the boy, Soren gave Nuri an old cloth bag. Soren whispered, "Open it only when you truly need it." When Nuri untied the string, bright white salt poured out in a sparkling stream. It flowed, and Nuri stared in wonder. What a magical surprise! What do you think Nuri will do with the salt? Now let's check our understanding. Number 1. Where did Nuri live? Number 2. Why did Soren come to the cottage? Number 3. What did Nuri share with Soren? Number 4. What gift did Soren give Nuri? Number 5. What happened when Nuri opened the bag? Try to answer in complete sentences. Now it's your turn to speak. Why do you think Nuri shared his food? How would you feel if a stranger asked for help? What would you do with a magical bag? You can say, "I think Nuri shared because he was kind." I would feel surprised. I would use the bag to help others. Let's act it out. Narrator: long ago, Nuri lived in a little cottage in the woods. "Soren, please help me. I am tired and hungry. Nuri, here is my barley cake. You can share it with me." Narrator: Soren smiled and gave Nuri an old cloth bag. "Soren, open it only when you truly need it." "Nuri, thank you. I will remember your kindness." Narrator: Nuri opened the bag and bright white salt poured out. "Oh, what a wonderful surprise. Great job. Now let's continue the story. Let's learn 5 more words. Unkind. Unkind means not kind or caring. Wealthy. Wealthy means having a lot of money. Greedy. Greedy means always wanting more than you need. Voyage. A voyage is a long trip by boat. Storm. A storm is wild weather with strong wind and rain. These words will help us understand the second half of the story. Soon Nuri sold much salt and became wealthy. His cottage grew larger and his table was always full. One evening, Soren returned and asked, "May I have a little food?" But Nuri turned away and said, "No, I will not share." His heart had changed, and he was no longer kind. Nuri had more food than before, but he shared less. What changed in his heart? But Nuri still wanted more. He decided to carry his salt across the sea and sell it in distant towns. He loaded many sacks onto a boat and tucked the secret bag beside them. "Now I will be richer than anyone," he boasted. Greed spoke louder than wisdom. Was this a wise choice? Let's keep reading. Far from shore, dark clouds gathered and a fierce storm shook the boat. A giant wave crashed over the deck and the secret bag slipped open. White salt poured into the ocean and did not stop. Nuri barely reached the land, but the bag sank into the deep. People say the ocean is salty because the bag still pours salt even today. That is the folktale answer. But is that the real science answer? Let's check the second half of the story. Number 1. Why did Nuri become unkind? Number 2. What did Soren ask Nuri for? Number 3. Why did Nuri sail across the sea? Number 4. What happened during the storm? Number 5. According to the folktale, why is the ocean salty? Answer in complete sentences. Now let's talk about the lesson of the story. Why do some people change when they become rich? What lesson does this folk tale teach about greed? Do you think Nuri deserved a second chance? Why or why not? You can say, I think money changed Nuri because he wanted more and more. The folk tale teaches us to stay kind. Nuri did or did not deserve another chance because, let's act out the second half. Narrator Nuri became wealthy, but he forgot his kind heart. Soren, Nuri, may I have a little food? Nuri, no. I will not share with you. Narrator Nuri filled a boat with salt and sailed across the sea. Nuri, I will become richer than everyone! Narrator A storm rose and the secret bag burst open. All the salt poured into the ocean. Narrator, that is why the ocean is salty in the tale. Excellent acting. Remember, a good story teaches us something. Today we learned a folk tale about why the ocean is salty. But next time, we will learn the real scientific reason. Why is the ocean really salty? How do rivers carry minerals to the sea? Why does water evaporate but salt stays behind? Find out in the next Flow Space 101 lesson. Like and subscribe to find out. See you next time. Read, think, and speak every day.